How fast can you spot an AI written post? Half a second? Same. And that right there is the whole problem with social in 2026. Now, I covered the social media trends last year. I sat right here and said this. You can either spend hours brainstorming content ideas, or you can let AI do it for you. Your call. And let's be real, we're all picking the second option. So you did it. You all picked the second option. And that is exactly the problem. Everyone got on board, and now every feed looks and sounds the same. So the landscape is shifting again, of course, and HubSpot gathered the data. The full 2026 social media trends report is linked in the description for free, so you can dive deeper into all of this and get even more insight on the shifts. But in this video, we're gonna go over 5 of them, and I think you're gonna really like where this is going, so stick with me. Last year, the game was start learning and implementing AI. This year, that kind of became the whole problem. Look at this chart. This is everyone adopting AI at the exact same time. And that is exactly why your feed started sounding the same. That's not a coincidence. Everyone got the same tools, so everyone makes the same posts, same hooks, same structure, same here's what nobody is talking about energy that everybody is now talking about. And when everyone sounds the same, standing out organically gets way harder. So here's how to actually stand out in 2026. First, use AI for the parts that slow you down, not the parts that sound like you. So brainstorming, outlining, psychological hooks, turning one video into 10 posts, all fair game. But your actual take, your personality, and only the way that you would say things, that stays you. Use AI to draft. You and your team make it sound human. To do this, you want to give it a real input. So your notes, your opinions, let it in on your thought process. Voice to text is actually a great way to talk to AI so it can study how you actually talk. Just remember generic in, generic out. A simple way to think about how AI should be used in content creation is the hub and spoke model. The hub is your original content, the real thing that you or your team actually made. Your idea, your voice, your point of view. That stays human, always. The spokes are everything that come out of it. The clips, the captions, the 10 posts you repurpose it into. The mistake that everyone made last year was letting AI make the hub. Let it run the spokes instead. And honestly, the easiest way to keep AI in its own lane is by giving it the real data to work with. So try pasting the trends report from the description straight into an AI chat, and now it's not some generic assistant, it actually knows what's working in 2026. And then ask how your brand stacks up. But here's my favorite part. The real fix for all of this AI sameness is not better AI. It's actually the complete opposite. Allow me to demonstrate. Do not tell me that your brand uses AI avatars. Don't tell me, don't do it, la 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 la, can't hear you. Your brand does not need to be represented by robots. Last year, brands automated everything, including their personality. This year, people are pulling away from exactly that. You are seeing this shift right now. The brands you actually follow on YouTube and Instagram, they are leaning into one personality, a real human at the front. Meanwhile, half of your feed is realistic AI clones that are getting genuinely hard to spot. A logo cannot build trust. A person can. The personality is the one thing a competitor cannot copy and paste. And honestly, this is the shift that I am the most sure about because I've had a front row seat to it. Since 2021, I've made content for 3 huge software brands: Riverside, Learn with Shopify, and now HubSpot. Different companies, same move. Every one of them, along with many other major brands, went from faceless brand content to putting a real person in front of the camera to teach you something. That is not a passing trend. That's the strategy that is actually working right now. I mean, you're watching this video, so here's how to stay ahead. Your brand will not survive on a logo alone. You need a signature human, someone with real personality and presence. That can be you or a creator that you bring onto the team specifically for that. The right human shares your audience and actually believes in what you do. And try to get someone a little weird, quirky, unique, specific. Because if you're looking for someone clean and corporate, you're gonna be competing with the only personality that AI avatars have, as of right now. Genuinely a little bit concerned about that, but that is a future Bridget problem. Now here is where AI comes in, okay? You wanna use AI to scale that person, not replace them. Once you have a real voice and personality, AI helps you stretch it further. It does not invent a fake one. Okay, you have your human and your point of view. Now, where do you actually put it? You do not have a content problem. You have a too many platforms problem. Last year, the advice was be everywhere. This year, everywhere is how small teams burn out and wins nowhere. Here's what the data actually says. Instagram is winning across the board, not one or two things, every single metric. Awareness, engagement, traffic, leads, all of it. Facebook and TikTok are right behind it. And honestly, that is the whole top tier. Everything else is a step down. And the format that wins is different on every platform. Short form runs Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. YouTube still rewards long form, and LinkedIn and X are still text first, which everyone forgets. So the same clip doesn't just magically work everywhere. When you post the same post to all 5 and wonder why none of them land, that's why you are speaking the wrong language on at least 4 of them. So pick 2 or 3 where your audience and your goal actually line up and go deep. Here's how. First, match the channel to the goal. If you want awareness, that is a completely different platform than if you want leads or community. Decide what you actually need before you pick where to post. Then match the format to the channel. A text post that crushes on LinkedIn will flop as a reel. Make the post fit the platform, do not just paste it everywhere. And this is gonna be your favorite one. Cut one platform this week, the one that you dread opening, the one that you keep posting on out of guilt. Just drop it. Put that time into 2 that actually work. Just open the channel section of the report and find your main platform in that table and see which format actually works there. Or you can just ask your chat that you created earlier. That is your primary platform decided for you. Now, showing up in the right place is half of it, but who is doing the showing up is the other half. Oh, we got another friend. So we talked about having a face and a personality of your brand, but this one is about creator marketing. So basically teaming up with people outside of your company to make content, collabs, brand deals, partnerships, that kind of thing. And you'll be happy to know that the creator that you can't afford probably isn't the right one anyway. Last year, brands chased the big names, big follower accounts, big invoices. This year, the wins are coming from mid-tier and micro creators, the smaller accounts, for a fraction of the price. Because a creator with 30,000 people who genuinely trust them will move more than 1 million followers who scroll right past. Most marketers now believe that trust and community will matter more than raw reach going forward. So you do not need a celebrity. You need the right, smaller creator with a tight, warm audience. Here's how to find them. First, go mid-tier or micro. So mid-tier is around 100K to 500K followers. Micro is 10K to 100K. These are the ones quietly outperforming the big names, and they cost a fraction of the price. I apologize if this is distracting, but it's cute, right? Then vet for audience overlap, not follower count. A huge following means nothing if their people are not actually your people. So look at who watches and comments on the creator that you're looking at, not just the number. You can even have AI do this read for you before you reach out. Point it at a creator and ask what their audience cares about, what the comment sentiment is, and what they actually post about. And remember to treat your own community like a creator does too. The brands winning here are not just buying reach, they're actively showing up. Reply, get in the comments, be in the room. So you've got the human, the channels, the creators. That's a lot to run. So let's talk about one thing that buys all of that time back. Everyone is using AI to make more stuff, but almost nobody is using it for the part that actually matters. And the wild thing is, the powerful kind of AI is the part that people are dropping. Here's what makes no sense, okay? Fewer marketers are using AI agents this year than last, even though the agents got way better. And this is right as researchers are predicting that agent use is about to triple. So whoever leans in now is genuinely early, even if it doesn't feel that way. So what should you point these AI agents at? The boring stuff, the work that actually eats your week. Barely anyone is using AI to listen to their audience or track how their brand is showing up online. That is exactly the slow manual work that AI is best at, and it's sitting wide open. And here's the irony. Everyone aimed AI at making posts, which flattened the feed in the first place. Aim it at the grunt work instead, and you free yourself up to be the human. So here is how you're gonna stay ahead. First, point AI at the slow, repetitive work that drains your week, pulling your weekly performance numbers, monitoring what people are saying about you, turning one post into 10. That is where it actually saves you time. Make sure to keep humans on the parts that build trust, your voice, your judgment, deciding what is worth saying in the first place. And use a tool that monitors how your brand shows up so that you're not the one manually checking every week. And in 2026, how your brand shows up is not just social mentions anymore. It's what AI says about you when someone asks. So to get a baseline of that, you want to run your brand through a free AI search grader. I will link this one in the description for you. And then upload the results to the same AI chat that you uploaded the social media trends report to, and ask where your brand is weak against the trends. You are going to get step-by-step fixes handed right to you. Now, if you want this running in the background, you can upgrade to a paid tool like HubSpot AEO. It tracks how you show up every single day. It follows the prompts that your buyers actually ask, and it literally hands you a list of what to fix. And if you are looking to set up an AI agent, we do have a video that's going to walk you through how to set up your very first one. I will link that in the description for you as well. So those are the main social media trends that you need to know to keep your brand trusted in 2026. Last year was use AI, use AI, use AI. This year, it's use AI to move faster, but keep the human at the front. Now, don't overwhelm yourself by doing all 5 of these this week. Just pick one. I would start with putting a real face on your brand and let them be a little weird. Everything else gets easier from there. The full report goes way deeper than I could have here. We're talking real data from over 1,000 marketers, and it's free. It's linked right in the description for you. If this video helped you out, hit like to let me know. And real quick before you go, I am a real human and I actually make these videos for you guys weekly. So I wanna know what kind of styles you like or topics you wanna hear about. So let me know in the comments, because the more you tell me, the more useful I can make the next one. And that's kind of the whole point. Also, don't forget to subscribe to HubSpot Marketing for more videos and free resources to help you keep your strategy ahead. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. My name is Bridget O'Rourke. Feel free to connect with me online, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.